Welcome back to the Pal YouTube channel. It's been a while since I covered new watch releases, and there was a watch that came out quietly in October of 2024 that almost missed my radar if it wasn't for the Tudor Watch Club group on Facebook. Tudor barely made any noise surrounding its release, and I'm talking about the Tudor Harrods 175th year edition, reference number M794-1A1A3NU. This watch came out in October of last year and replaced the previous 79230G, which started being sold online on the Harrods website in the exact same month, despite supposedly being only a watch that you can get if you go and visit Harrods in person. I'm pretty sure everyone is able to tell at this point that Tudor is just trying its best to phase out all the old Black Bays with the newer Meta-certified Black Bay 41s with a slightly more robust case and aggressive look. This new Tudor Black Bay Harrods edition is very similar to all the other Black Bays in the current standard lineup featuring the Meadows movement, with the exception that it now has a dark green sunburst style and also the Harrods logo on the second hand. It also features 18-karat yellow gold capping on the bezel and on the crown. However, unlike the standard lineup Black Bays, it seems to only come on the 5-link Jubilee bracelet instead of on the Oyster bracelet or on the rubber strap. But I don't think anyone's going to complain about that. Now, I found out about this watch exclusively from the Facebook group Tudor Watch Club. I tried going on Reddit, but I couldn't find too much information about it. So according to what posters have been saying, this watch is limited to only 175 pieces, which is absolutely unheard of when it comes to publicized Tudor offerings. Even in their most exclusive release, such as the Inter Milan Black Bay 58 with the dark blue dial, by the way, that watch, if I can get hands on, I 100% will. It's so cool in product photos, but I've never seen one out in the wild. Even in that watch, even in the flamingo blue with numbers unannounced, or the more standard lineup collaborations with Red Bull, with Marine National, you would never think that they're only produced in 155 pieces or even sub 200 quantities. Probably at least 500 or 1,000 is the number that I have in my head. So yeah, 175 pieces is super exclusive for Tudor standards, and I can only think of why Tudor would choose to release such a limited amount. Of course, I understand it marks the 175th year anniversary of the Harrods, but if you look at Omega or Panerai, there's so many ways of spinning these things. You can make 1,750, or you can make like 5,000 of them and price them at 5,150. This leads me to thinking of two separate possibilities. Number one is that Tudor has seen the previous performance of the 79230G, its predecessor, and seen that for the amount of time that watch has been available at Harrods, it's never sold out, and they presumably might be having a little bit of difficulty selling that watch right now just to get it out of the catalog. That watch is by no means a dud. I often see people previously before its discontinuation posting about how they love the green dial so much, they want to travel to London just to get themselves one of those things, and it's definitely enjoyed a very healthy fanfare. So for such a beloved watch to still have a surplus of inventory might tell Tudor that they should try to make less of these things to still maintain more brand prestige compared to making too many and being unable to sell them out in the long term. The second reason why there might be so little of these watches being made might have been a decision from Harrods' side. Maybe they don't really have a positive outlook of the watch market in the next 2 to 5 years, or that they have learned from their previous experience with the 79230G that market saturation has been taking longer than they expected. The watch is also rumored to be retailing for 5,350 Great British pounds, which is approximately 10,000 Canadian dollars. The resale though is way beyond that. Of the 175 made, there's 7 of them listed on Chrono24 ranging between 17,000 to 18,000 Canadian dollars. Now, what do I think about this watch? I quite like it. It's got a very refined, very conservative design despite the gold capping on the bezel and the crown. The dark olive dial does a lot of talking on this watch, and that might even just be sufficient. I don't know how well the gold capping will age in the collector's community, seeing that there hasn't really been a gold capped watch that has done well in the long term, but maybe this could become a future classic of its own. Despite not having options for an oyster style bracelet or rubber strap, it does come with a woven fabric strap, and I quite like the design of it. The stitching on the inside, you will notice, is different from the outside, and that just adds a little bit more touch of character and thoughtful design for me. And last but not least, the gold design on the watch box is just the cherry on top. That's it for my quick thoughts on the Tudor Harrods Black Bay 175th year edition. Let me know your thoughts on this watch in the comments below, and also if there's another watch you would like me to cover since I've been slacking out a bit on new watch releases, let me know in the comments as well. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the notification bell to be notified when a new video comes out, and I will see you in the next one.